What's up, guys? Valgus here. So the new arbitration mod was released. Arbitration mods were released about a week and a half ago with the new update to Warframe. One of the mods is Adaptation. When damaged, plus 10% resistance to that damage type for 20 seconds, stacks up to 90%. I've been seeing a lot of questions about this mod in the Warframe subreddit and kind of in general about its viability on frames and whether or not it can replace like vitality and stuff. So we're gonna do a quick video about like my personal opinions on it, my testing. Like I said, this is my personal opinion though, so please don't, take it with a grain of salt. Don't, start spreading misinformation. But this is, my take on it. The frame I primarily use it on is a Naros, and most people are gonna say, well, Naros is already tanky. Why would you throw it on a Naros? So my initial thought with this frame and kind of the general consensus is that you have to survive the first 9 or so shots before the damage reduction ramps up in order to get the best use of it. And Naros is the ultimate tank in the game, or the penultimate tank in the game. It can survive those 9 shots pretty easily. The build I use on him has a ton of armor, and it already comes with vitality and stuff on it. And I really don't use any mods other than health and health, energy, armor mods. I use Negation Swarm to augment. The Adaptation kind of just slide in pretty easily. I can't remember what I had here in its place, but I can actually probably figure it out really fast. It's probably Steel Fire. No, that's wrong. It was probably one of the other, like, it was probably Gladiator Aegis, actually, is probably what it was. So it's probably just extra armor. And for my testing, it seems to be a more tank mod. There's a post on Reddit I applied to where I said this in, where it kind of makes frames who are already super tanky just even more tanky, if that makes sense. And it doesn't necessarily make as big an impact on tanks or on frames that aren't as tanky. A lot of people were saying, well, it can replace vitality on a lot of frames. Not really. The other frame I've done extensive testing on it is Oberon Prime. I've used them a lot in like planes and stuff, which planes content isn't hard per se, especially compared to arbitrations. It's not very difficult. But I noticed I had it in place of vitality. Actually, I had it in place of steel fiber. Sorry, and I noticed that it, in situations where I would get 2 to 3 shot, I'm still getting 2 to 3 shot even with the adaptation mod. After the first shot, I'm taking first shot from that damage type, I'm taking 10% reduced damage. After the second shot, I'm taking 20% reduced damage. After the third shot, I'm taking 30% reduced damage, and I'm still dead after that third shot. In situations where it would it could ramp up, I'd rather have the flat damage reduction from steel fiber or another mod in that spot that just increases my damage or range, my strength, range, or efficiency or something, as opposed to having adaptation. And content where adaptation would be useful, like I said, I'd rather have the armor. I found that the armor from steel fiber was just better outright on Oberon in my own personal testing. Some other frames that I have tried it on are let's go ahead and show you really fast. I've tried it on Chroma Prime. Chroma Prime is a good candidate for it as well, because I run no vitality mods on him, and I run the fire energy type, which gives him 600 more health, which means his health pool is 900. Adaptation is actually useful on him in combination with Vex armor, which buffs his base armor, which is already pretty high. I think his base armor is 425. Yeah, so plus Vex armor and adaptation, he ends up being pretty tanky. I actually never played him when ice armor was stronger than was unnerfed, and I'm playing it post nerf. I've tried ice armor a little bit. I feel like adaptation plus ice armor would be good, but you'd have to run vitality, otherwise you'd have 300 health. So I lean towards the fire energy plus adaptation. Other frames it might be pretty useful on are, it's not useful on Rhino because Rhino can't really. I'm not actually sure if Rhino can proc it through Iron Skin. I don't think he can, from what I've seen. Or from what I've heard. I've tried it on, who else? There's one other frame I've tried. Neza, it's pretty good on, actually, because Neza is tanky enough to, so he has a 90% damage reduction. I feel like it'd be good on Gara as well, because she has a 90% damage reduction. Any frame that has a damage reduction that's pretty high innately would probably do well to have adaptation. But like I said, adaptation is a more tank mod. It's a more win mod. Frames that would use it are probably going to already be tanky enough to not need that extra tankiness in the content they're doing. And would be better off, at lower level content, running something that would just buff their ability to kill stuff. So that's kind of my 2 cents on the mod. It's good. It might have its uses later on, but for now, it's probably not worth like 50 to 100 plats going for, I think, on Warframe market right now. So I'd pass up on it until I got it to drop myself, maybe, and then kind of screw around with it. But otherwise, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to watch me over on Twitch. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you want to get any random updates or see pictures of my cats or whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching.